So let's launch into learning. I'm delighted now to introduce the first speaker, Aiko Hemingway. She's an international guest from Hawaii. She was born and raised in Japan, and she moved to the US when she was 23 years old. Now, Toastmasters helped Aiko to gain confidence and to overcome the language barrier she experienced. She now has YouTube channels, podcast shows, and 2 online businesses. She's a member of several clubs in District 49, which covers the Hawaiian Islands. And her current roles include Vice President Membership, Vice President Education, and Sergeant at Arms. She's one very busy lady by the sound of it, and we're delighted that she can join us today. And she's going to give us an orientation session as she'll demonstrate how to log into Pathways, choose a pathway, and gain access to the Icebreaker Speech Project. So I'll hand over to Aiko Hemingway. Thank you, Aiko.
Thank you very much, Sue. And thank you, fellow Toastmasters. Thank you very much for having me. This is a great opportunity for me to visit Australia. This is amazing. This wasn't possible before, so I hope that you sometimes join Hawaii Toastmasters meeting as well. So today I'd like to show you where to your pathways. Can you hear me? Can you?
We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It froze. Okay, so first off,
we can't see a shared screen yet.
Okay. Okay, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that was a little bit scary. Okay, so first off, would you please raise your hand if you don't have a path? Okay, I see. Okay, so if you don't have your camera on, there is a raise hand button. So would you please let me know if you don't have a path using the, okay. All right, thank you. And if you have a path, let us know which path you chose. If you have multiple paths, please let me know. Please let us know which path, multiple path you have. Okay, Stephanie, presentation mastery, leadership development, dynamic leadership, innovative planning. Oh, 3 people, innovating planning, team collaboration. As you see very different path here. Great, yes. Yeah, so innovative planning, strategic relationships, effective coaching, presentation mastery, leadership, maybe leadership development. Okay, great. Some people have 4 paths or 2 paths. Very, very good. Thank you very much for sharing your path you chose. Okay, that's very nice. So let's go over to, may I share screen? Okay. So today, so the goal of this session is to basically to set up your login if you don't have a path yet, and you're gonna do your assessment and you're gonna see the recommended path. And lastly, we're gonna go to your Icebreaker Speech Project at the end of this session. Okay, so you're gonna learn a lot more about pathways in the breakout rooms. So I will go to the general portion of how to use Pathways. Okay, so first off, if you don't have a path yet, maybe you can go to the website and then you can actually log into your Toastmasters system together. So first, Toastmasters International website, toastmasters.org. Okay, well, let's see if you don't have a path yet. Let me know if you are able to go to the website. I can't see everyone's face or, okay, maybe I can see the chat here. Okay, so if you don't have a path yet, please go to the website together so that we can log in together, toastmasters.org, and log in. Do you see a small button here? This is where we log in. Yes, so, okay, so raise your hand if you don't have your login yet. If you haven't logged in to the system yet. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, okay. Okay, great. So if you don't have a login yet, this is where to create your login. Forgot password. And when you go to forgot password, then you can type your email here that you have in the system and then submit it. You can go to your email inbox and you can create your password there. Okay, I'm gonna pause a little bit here if you're taking notes or if you are actually logging in. Oh, okay, so Zoom is taking up my full screen, so I can't access the internet. So if you have that, you can actually exit full screen. Do you see a bar at the top? And you can choose the screen size. It should be on the right side of the bar, and you can click maybe dot, dot, dot there. And when you click it, you'll see exit full screen.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Does that work?
I had the same thing happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a way of.
Does that work? I can't see. Oh, already. So it's at the top. When you hover over at the top of the screen, or on the bottom, it should be at the top, and a bar shows up, and there is like a lot of options on the right side of the bar, and you will see a drop-down menu, and then there is exit full screen. Oh, the key Control Escape button. Thank you, Sandra. So would you please try pushing the Escape button to exit full screen? View option. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so if you see the view option, there is exit full screen. And you can also do this on your phone as well. That might be better, or that might be easier. Okay, all right. Yeah, phone would be easier to just to make that login. Okay, great. So once you reset your password, then you have, you already created the login. So I'm gonna go ahead and log into my Pathways. All right, so those of you who don't have login, were you able to make your login? If not, this is recorded, so you can do that later. Okay, so the first place you go to choose your path, there is a Pathways tab here. So if you click that, you have multiple options and choose a path. Okay. How is it? Are we good so far? Okay, Atsuko said I'm logged in. Awesome. All right, are you with me? How is everything so far? Are you on this page? Okay, awesome. Okay, so now moving on to choosing your path. Once you created your login, choose your path. The first path should be free. I have 3 paths. That's why it says $20 USD, but the first path should be free. So it should say free here. And continue to path selection. This is where you choose your path. Can you please share your other screen? What do you mean by other screen? Meh. You mean the login page or? Login page, okay, sure. Let me see if I can go back. Okay, I cannot. So I'm gonna log out one more time. So logging is at the top. So this is the login page. Okay, and I'm gonna log in again. Okay, question, if you have a path chosen 2 years ago and haven't progressed and want to change. Oh, if you want to change your path, I think you have 30 days to change. So yeah, sorry, you can't not, I mean, you'd have to pay $20 to get another path. Okay, so can you make this your main screen? What do you mean by can you make this your main screen? Can you make this main screen? You mean like a home page? Like when you open up a website, this shows up? Okay, once pathway is activated. Oh, 90 days, thank you. 90 days, thank you. Thank you. Okay, great. In Zoom, it's a small screen. Oh, do you see, can you see this page clearly? It's too small. That's what happened to me. It happens when I press login. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to path selection. So choose a path. Now continue to path selection. Okay, so this is new. The interface changed recently, so there are a lot more options here. So we are moving on to digital only. So you want to select digital, and two boxes pop up here. You can see all the path options here, which you can do that later. And what we're gonna do is take an online assessment like this and continue. Do you see pathways assessment? So maybe we can take maybe 3 minutes or so to do this assessment if you do not have a path. So let's start. So please go ahead and take this assessment. I will work on mine. Even if you have a path, this is actually interesting because you may have different recommendations at the end, because it happened to me, my interest changed. So now they recommend me different path. So this is very interesting. Like, you want to maybe come back, revisit this assessment a few times, you know, from time to time, and see what path you want to choose next. So for me, coaching, leadership. Okay, so this will give you maybe 10, 11 questions. So let's take maybe 3 minutes to do this. Oh yes, I'm gonna unmute. I was just taking assessment. So are you all doing the assessment? Okay. Bob said it has been suggested that you do the assessment twice to check out you received the same result. Yeah, that's a good advice. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Have you finished your assessment? Yes, okay, great. Okay, let me see. I think I have 3 more questions and then see recommendations. Okay, this is my last question. Usually takes like 3 minutes or so. And if you are done with this assessment, you probably see some recommendations, recommended path. Okay, so what did you get? What was your first recommended path? Maybe you can put it in the chat. Persuasive influence. Great. Dynamic leadership. Great. Great. Okay. So for me, my interest changed. So now they recommend me to take effective coaching, which they never did before. So this is the interesting path. And for the first time choosing a path, you want to choose the first one, right? So you want to check out the recommended path and learn about it. You can learn more about the path, and it's gonna show what you will go through like this. So this is how you can go through each one. And when you decided, you can select your path and choose continue at the end, so that you're gonna have access to your path. How is it so far? Are you with me? Okay, awesome. Now we're gonna go to your path. You should have access already. So let's go to base camp. More time? Yeah, you can go through each path later. So I will show you where to go to your icebreaker speech real quick, so that you can check that later. So when you go back to this page, you see go to base camp. All right, so ta-da, this is your page. This is the page that you come often. And this changed recently, so the interface looks very different from before. And to go to your path, what is the navigator? Yeah, that one just pops up. So you can learn about pathways through that navigator. I usually just close it, but sometimes you see some pop-ups, and you can learn something about some more about pathways. And to go to your path, you can go to path learning, or you can just come here. You see all the path here. So I will click leadership development. And you should have access to level 1. If this is your first time, then you will see level 1 like this. And this is your icebreaker. The button should say activate, because you haven't activated yet. So once you click that, it's gonna change to launch. So let's launch your icebreaker speech. And I have that page open. Oops. Oh, no, this is, okay. I'm gonna have to open this one. I had it open, but it closed. Might take a little time. So how are you doing? Do you have your icebreaker speech launched? Do you all have access to your icebreaker speech? Let me know. Yes, okay, awesome. Yes, yay, great, great. So when you launched your icebreaker speech, this is the page that you should see. How's it? Do you see the same page? Oh no, okay, Marco. Okay, what I need to choose. Okay, okay, all right, so let's go back a little bit. I think we are almost time, right, to end. Maybe five more minutes, 2 minutes. Yes, so you're gonna learn more about pathways today, right, in the training, but let's go back to your path selection real quick. Continue to path selection. So you did the assessment and you will see recommended path, but you want to go through each path. You can view path options here, learn more about your first path. Here is the list. You can go through each one. And then you can learn more about the path, like each path here. And once you decide your path, you can select it and continue. So this is how you choose your path. Once you have your first path, you want to go back to pathways, go to Basecamp. And you go to Basecamp here. And this is your home page in the Toastmasters International System. And you can go to your path here by clicking Open Curriculum. And this page will pop up. And icebreaker speech is listed at the top. Activate it and launch it. Then you have this page open. Okay, so so time is up, right? Okay, so how is it? Were you able to go through your icebreaker speech and path? Yes, so you will choose one path first and then go to Basecamp. Yes. And do you have to select your path, select your icebreaker? Yes, yes, but if you don't know which path you will take, okay, just give me just 1 minute. I want to show you. If you go to pathways, when you click learn more and scroll down, you can learn a lot more about pathways. Sample your first project. This is actually your icebreaker speech. So without choosing your path, if you don't know which one yet, you can still take a look at your icebreaker speech project this way. Okay, thank you very much. So how is it? Do you have the login now and someone already choose your path? How was it? So if you choose your path and then move on to your pathways, it's, you know, it's gonna give you an incredible experience, because I really love it. This is my third. I'm working on three paths, and it's been great. So I hope that you start your journey in pathways. So thank you very much. Thank you.